to get involved in the occasional bit of Sov warfare, but that was a long time ago and it was under the old Sov system. My knowledge of the Sov mechanics at the moment that are in use is pretty low. I'll be honest with you dudes, but it's not actually that complicated. Also, I didn't plan on doing this whole war coverage thing until 4 hours before that huge MTAC-O fight. I just sort of threw myself into this whole war coverage thing because I felt like I could do an okay job of it. So I was woefully unprepared. But I hope that you guys are enjoying it. I'm fucking loving it. I love it. I love it, man. Started tuning into your streams because of the war and they're great. Nice, bro. I've never played even. I was wondering if you could walk me through the UI. Sure. Why don't I walk you guys through the user interface? Just give me a sec. Once again, the chat when we do this goes batshit. So if you ask me a question and I don't answer, please just repost it. This is an overview. The overview is highly customizable. You can make it show whatever you want. From asteroid belts, celestials, certain ships. Right now this tab only shows capital ships in case we get caps in a fight. As you can see, this tingle is not capital, doesn't show up there. This is where you see stuff.
Walled off
Whether
door
ships,
right here.
The sun, stations, you can tell it to show you pretty much anything. Not everything can be shown on the Celestial in the overview. For example, a ship on the other side of the system, you can't just tell it to show you that.
Here I'm inside.
And it shows you everything from distance to that target, angular velocity, which is really important for a lot of things, especially turrets.
And here's his SUV.
Moving.
That I actually just killed all the tires.
There's a ship that's just arrived on the grid, so he arrives on the overview. This is a D-scanner. There's so much of the user interface I won't be able to show you because it's huge, and a lot of it I don't use. The D-scanner scans space around you and it has a filter which can be based on the overview, or on overview settings. For example, I can scan on my D-scanner as filtering just capitals, but it'll be empty because there are no capitals here. And it can, again, it's highly customizable. It'll show whatever you want. This is local chat. This is really important. Local chat shows you everyone that's in system. If you're in a wormhole, it doesn't, but look at this, reset to kill goons. This shows you everybody in that system that's logged on. I know this guy from somewhere. Local chat is highly important. It's the chat window that no matter what you do, you should always have this chat window separate, not in a separate tab, which you can do. You can put it in a separate tab in the window. You should never do that. Always have local by itself because it's a vital source of information. The chat itself doesn't matter. What matters is who you see in there. Like this, the chat itself, who cares? It doesn't matter. What you want to know is who's in that system. This is the selected items tab, not so important. When I right click on a gate here, I've got all these options to jump through, orbit, approach. Pretty much the same things are reflected here, but you can select an item and the commands appear here. There's some situations, especially in PvP, where you want this, you want to be able to spam commands really fast. I won't get into that though. We've also got, bear with me, chat windows, lots of chat windows, but you guys can't see that. This is where I chat with my buddies and alliance. I'm not in an alliance anymore actually. This is the controls for your ship. Modules that you put on your ship show up down here if they're active. Right now I've got passive modules hidden, but I can show them. But these are not, they're passive, you don't turn them on. This is, down the bottom we see shields, armor and structure. We see our total capacitor, which is sort of like mana in other MMOs, a speedometer, camera controls. You've got an inventory, which just shows what's in your ship. You would normally in many ships have a drone bay, but this ship doesn't have drones.
You know that base is illegal, bro, right?
Does that? That's sort of all I can think of. There's a lot more. There's a lot more, but that's the basics, and this is like what a PvPer, I guess. I mean, a lot of other people will have a similar setup, but if you just PvP like me, this is really all we're interested in. There's a lot of other stuff you can show, but again, guys, I can't really scroll through all of the chat when it's like this. So make sure if you want to ask me something and I didn't answer it, repost it. I'll try my best to catch everything though. SMA abandoned fade. Oh, my Twitch header says, sorry guys, thanks for letting me know. I forgot to rename the stream. Thanks for letting me know, dude. Yeah, no worries, Renelso. It could have drones. Yes, it could have drones. But, wait, can the tank... I don't fly T3 cruisers, guys, so I don't know shit. But yeah, with the subsystem, I know the Proteus can. I didn't even realize the Tengu can. Oh shoot. What's the people and places window? So this is where you look up people and or places. So I can type in someone's name and search for them. But more importantly, the places are bookmarks. Now I don't have many of these, so when you PvP in this game, one important aspect of PvP in general is bookmarks.
Your illegal base.
For example, I can't just if I want to warp to this out gate. Now this ship I'm in doesn't ever need to do this because it's got certain abilities which make it safe. But let's say I was worried about this gate that I'm about to warp to and I thought there might be bad dudes on the gate. What you can actually do is you can have preset bookmarks set up. They're called pings or perches, sometimes people call them, or tacticals sometimes. And these are basically bookmarks like 200 kilometers above or below or to the side of a gate. So I could right now, I could burn straight up, turn on my micro warp drive until I'm 200 kilometers away from this gate, and I could bookmark that spot. That means in the future, if I ever want to warp close to this gate, but I don't want to warp directly to it, because that puts you at risk of running into a warp disruption bubble and getting smashed by a huge gang if they are there. You can warp to the ping or the perch or whatever you want to call it. So bookmarks, having bookmarks here can be really helpful because you can instantly warp to them straight from here. Okay, to warp to them otherwise, you have to right click in space, go through a sub menu and a bunch of stuff. Whereas if you've got them open here, I don't actually have most of them open right now because I don't really need them. Rather than right clicking in this menu, going to your safes option, I don't have any safes so you don't see it, and go to another sub menu, you can just instantly click here. That was a sort of long explanation. I probably didn't need to explain that much. CFC forming interceptor fleets. Money Badger Coalition trying to freeport them. Oh, nice. Thanks for the intel, guys. Thanks for the intel. This is interesting shit.
Hello.
Need to explain what you can warp to and what you can't warp to. You can't warp to a ship unless it's in your fleet. So let's say I see a fleet. Whoa. Let's say I see a ship 200 kilometers away up here. I can't just warp to it. You can warp to a wreck. You can warp to a can. Most objects in space. You can't warp to a drone though. And you can just, if there's a wreck 200 k's up here, I can just warp to it. You can't just warp to another ship unless it's in your fleet. If it's in your fleet, you can warp to anyone in your fleet all the time. You can warp to gates. You can warp to pretty much anything except to ships. The only way you can warp to a ship is if it's in your fleet or if you have combat probes and you probe them down and get 100% lock. But you can't just, if you see another ship, you can't just warp to it, and you can't ever warp to anything that's within 150 kilometers of your position. If you want to warp, it has to be more than 150 kilometers away. Reinforce it? No, I'm not going to reinforce anything. Hey, big country in the house. Oh my god, Zarvox. Yeah, Zarvox, bro. Go kill something. Don't just be a war leech. Bro, since I've started this, I had 5,000 people watching. So I would say the majority would have to disagree with you, big country, my friend. Alright? I would say they would have to disagree. A war leech. Sorry, bro. Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm getting like 5,000 people watch. So yeah. Is it possible to download the overview? Yeah, Red Loki, you can join my in-game chat, which is Zarvox Twitch, which is one word, and join that channel in-game, and then look up the top in the MOTD. And did that just happen again? Oh no, tie-dye, okay. And up the top, you'll see a thing that says overview. Yeah, and also country, I've been doing PvP all day, bro. I haven't got many kills today. I did a rad solo Vagabond versus Vagabond, and just beating that was pretty fun. But no amazing kills today. SMA are pissed. Fade burns. Goons off hunting blops. Holy shit. Do I like EDM? Don't even know what that is. The reason I'm doing this, right, is because it gets so many people into the game. Alright? There's a lot of people who, like, you know, they read about EVE or whatever and they hear about these huge ass wars, but they don't actually really get an idea of exactly what's going on. And I think it's like, yeah, I mean, the more people understand this game and understand sort of what's going on, the more people are going to get into it. It's like in everyone's best interest, people who play the game, if you're into EVE, then having people cover the wars, even though, like even if I was in one of these alliances, I probably wouldn't be joining in. I am just not a big fan of huge fleet PvP myself. I don't like particularly getting into it. I way prefer, I just love, if I was going to do either big fleets or solo, I choose solo every time. Holy fucking shit. Vile 20, man. Fucking yeah, boy! Give him the donation hypes, boys. Give him the donation hypes of doom. Yeah, no, big country, no, I know what you mean. The problem is there's way more people now streaming that have no clue, just here for the war trending. Yeah, don't worry about that. I mean, I know what you mean. I think there's been a lot of people starting streaming EVE lately who started doing so before the war happened. The people that we talk about, they started like most people, just for the war. And at the end of the day, it's super good to have this sort of thing going, to have this sort of stream going for the game. You know, my buddy link down below has been used 60 times since the war happened. 60 people just from this channel. It's fucking crazy. Where's my mining overlay? I don't have one. Oh, electronic dance music. I'm not a big fan of electronic music. I like crazy metal. Like Meshuggah and Protest the Hero and jazz metal. What the fuck is a council diplomatic fucking... What is that? Is that a shuttle? I don't even know what that is. Whatever, man. He has a point. I've been having an itch to sub and try it out. Yep. You should. How do you change the font size and transparency of the windows? I'm not actually sure. It's in the... If you hit escape, it's in here, I'm pretty sure. Language... I'm not actually sure. That's a good question. Small gang PvP for life. Yep. Haven't played EVE in almost 3 years. The sound still scares me. Sorry, bro. K Honsau makes a real good point. So I'm just en route, guys. I'm 6 jumps out.